welcome to What We Watch After Dark. My name's Nathan, a.k.a. the Midnight Joker. And today, Friday the 13th, Part 2. And I'd like to give everybody a good hello about Friday the 13th, which is today. But back to the movie, Part 2. The main players of this is Betsy Palmer has Mrs. Voorhees. Now, she came back for one day of shooting. Amy Steele has Jenny. John Foray has Paul. Andrea King has Alice. Now, Alice was in the first one. Andrea King was in the first one. Jason ends up getting her in this one. Christine Baker is Terry. Stu Charno is Ted. Warrington Gillette is Jason. But there was other people playing Jason, including a woman in the movie has a stand-in. Crazy Ralph is back. Walt Gorney. Those are the main characters, basically. The movie was directed by Steve Miner. It was written by Ron Kurtz, Victor Miller, and Sean S. Cunningham. Sean S. Cunningham is uncredited for this one. The basic story behind this one is after 5 years, the events of the first film, a summer camp next to the infamous Crystal Lake, Camp Crystal Lake, which is the other camp where Jason started, is preparing to open up the legend of Jason. 5 years after the events of the first film, a summer camp next to the infamous Camp Crystal Lake is preparing to open. But Legend of Jason is weighing heavily on the proceeding. Ooh, okay. This one is a sequel. Anyway, I'll get to talking about my feelings about this film after the trailer. So let's go ahead and roll.
I don't want to scare anyone, but I'm going to give it to you straight about Jason.
Hey, you guys, look at this.
It's Camp Blood. This place is on the same lake as we're going to be. You still out there?
Jason.
Some sort of demented creature.
If I was you, I'd have located in the next county. Quiet for 5 years, and that's the way we want to keep it.
Legend has it that Jason saw his mother beheaded and he took his revenge. A revenge that he'll continue to seek if anyone ever enters his wilderness again.
Oh my God, oh my God.
And we're back. So it looks cinematically newer. It has a cleaner look to it this time. They had more lights, maybe, probably. According to the the co-producer, Dennis Stewart Murphy, the idea to have Jason wear a burlap sack over his head in Part 2 came from the costume designer, who figured it was a type of readily available item Jason could have convincingly and easily produced. Interesting. And from this standpoint of the movie, Jason is supposed to be like the Elephant Man, that kind of disfigured. And that's what the Elephant Man would wear around as a burlap sack. But anyway, what made it interesting is there was not two eyes, there was just one eye hole because, Jason's fucked up. A lot of Part 2 shocked most people associated with the original film. Betsy Palmer, Tom Sevilla, and Sean Cunningham all have made public remarks how stupid it was that Jason was alive the whole time. And if he was, then why didn't he just tell his mother that he was alive, which would have avoided all the murders in the first part. Well, here's the thing on my opinion on this. Jason in that lake with his mother's death and with his death, he became undead. I would say is Jason, this is a good conversation down below. Is Jason a zombie or half zombie or something completely different? But I'm looking at the supernatural on this one. I mean, in the pretend state, I don't believe in supernatural. He's not a zombie. He's back from hell. Gonna kill any teenager that's having sex. And then all their friends. I mean, that's basically, this is a... What happens to the bad kids, huh? The actors stayed in the cabins on set. John Ferret, Bill Ralph, and Russell Todd came to Lauren Mayer Taylor's cabin to play a prank on her. They scratched the windows and she was hyperventilating until fading. One of the actresses, Amy Steele, has stated that she found shooting the window scene difficult. The shot required 3 takes, and her frightened reaction is genuine. Because the shot was in slow motion, a high-speed camera was used, and every time she heard the film start running, she would tense up and get scared. This film has one of the longest post-credit sequences in cinema history, nearly 18 minutes in some versions. 48 seconds were cut by the MPAA to avoid an X rating. Lauren Marie Taylor had a legitimate crush on her on-screen boyfriend, Todd McBride, but was unaware at the time that he was gay. I mean, it sucks to like somebody and then find out, you're not their type. Adrienne King filmed all of her scenes in 2 days. Jason was originally the working title of the movie. Well, I'm glad they went to Friday the 13th, Part 2. It reminds me of Spaceballs. I like the movie about the actors. I mean, they did all right. $1.25 million. So, yeah, it did pretty good. Opening weekend, it took $6 million in. So, gross worldwide was $21 million. So that's kind of interesting. But I'm going to go ahead and give this film on my rating. I'm going to have to say 6. I didn't feel like they brought enough new to it. I mean, trust me, there's scenes you don't want to miss. The first one, creepy and maybe even bloody, but this one will do the trick as well. Well, if you've made it this far, I want to say thank you. And I hope you subscribe. It really helps me. And if you're feeling generous, go ahead and like me too. I'd appreciate that. So like and subscribe. Right now, we're at 246 subscribers. So, yay! And I'm very happy with that. I love every single one of you. And I hope that you love yourself as much as possible. Candy.